United States National Security Council spokesman John Kirby said recently about the current U.S. position on the Ukraine war, "We've reached the very end of the rope." Many people were surprised hearing that, because before that, the United States said, "The United States will stand by Ukraine as long as it takes." Last January, Kirby was asked, "What does the United States mean by winning the Ukraine war? How long will it take to achieve victory? How long will the United States support them?" Kirby's response was that U.S. support would remain as long as it took to achieve victory. He also said that U.S. support is needed now for Ukraine more than ever. They will need this support in the coming days as well. The United States is trying to ensure as much as possible what they need. And President Zelensky knows the definition of winning this war as well. The United States is not giving him any instructions in this regard. Members of Congress were embroiled in a heated debate over whether to provide $24 billion in aid to Ukraine. The situation reached such a level that the government decided to reduce the operating expenses of various institutions. As a result, Kirby came up with a powerful statement. He said, "U.S. assistance is not for an indefinite period." His words implied that the United States could not support Israel and Ukraine at the same time. Earlier last week, Washington announced only $200 million in aid for Ukraine, when it was supposed to give $24 billion. Trump supporters were fiercely opposed to the donation. As a result, what Ukraine ultimately received in aid was little, but without help, it will be difficult for Ukraine to win this war. This position of the United States naturally raises a question. So is the war in Ukraine over? Did Russia win? We can't say yet. But the war in Gaza is having a direct impact on Ukraine. This U.S.-led Ukraine war reminds me of political scientist John Mearsheimer. He was accused of exonerating Vladimir Putin and using it as a Russian propaganda tool for comments he made at the start of the Ukraine war. But he actually told the truth. He concluded this war based on some very basic assumptions. The result of this war will not be equally fruitful for all the parties involved. Ukraine's NATO membership is a direct threat to Russia's national security, but not to the United States. Because of this, when the Gaza issue came to the front, the American tension about Ukraine disappeared. Good luck to Zelensky, though. He still has U.S. support for him. Engaging the Middle East in an ongoing war could be dangerous for everyone. Everyone is now waiting to see where the situation goes. Will Hezbollah join this war? If Israel gets frustrated with not being able to wipe out Hamas, will they go as far as Iran? America has to think about everything possible. Because of this, the Ukraine issue has now fallen behind. Is Ukraine still able to continue the war with Russia? Zelensky told Democratic Senator Chuck Schumer last month, "If you stop cooperating, we will lose the war." The United States seems ready to accept that possibility. In the beginning, the United States accepted the Ukraine war as its own war. And now it is the United States that wants to withdraw from this war, saying that their support cannot last forever. This war in Gaza is profitable for Putin in many ways. This war will divert people's attention away from Ukraine. Besides, Russia's image will shine in Arab and non-Arab international forums. He is the only one who says to look at the root of the problem between Israel and Palestine. The Arab League took note of his statement. Arab League spokesman Jamal Rushdie said, "Russia has made a logical and balanced comment in the current situation, which many in the international community have not done." This image of Putin in the Arab world may make him a key figure in resolving the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. So far, wherever the United States has gone as a mediator to resolve the crisis between the two sides, it has failed. The representative of the Palestinian mission in the United Kingdom said in an interview that the United States had failed to mediate between the two sides. China would be a better mediator than that. He may have hinted at a crisis of Palestinian confidence in the United States. The United States is likely to declare Ukraine abandoned in the coming months. Abandoning Ukraine in this way proves once again that Washington is not a reliable partner. If Ukraine loses, if U.S. aid is cut off, it will also be difficult for the U.S. to make new friends, because the perception that the U.S. is untrustworthy will be stronger, and other countries will try to replace U.S. with some other country. That country can be Iran, Russia, or China.